My name is Ishmael Lente, a PhD candidate, the third year of a 4-year PhD program at the University of Ghana, and working on evaluating the climate change impacts on water resources and agricultural livelihoods. A case study of the Upper West region, the semi-arid areas. I think that it's an important topic to research into because smallholder farmers of late are unable to tell or predict the onset of rain, which is very important for them because their agricultural activities are mainly rain-fed, and so they wait on rains to do their activities. And when they are not able to tell and also deal with the changes that are seen recently, it means that there is going to be food security implications. And I think that there's a need to build capacity of smallholder farmers in terms of agricultural intensification, water resource availability. What the research intends to do is to first investigate the adaptation options of these smallholder farmers, and then look at how this has affected their livelihoods or their well-being, look at the patterns of vulnerabilities and the patterns of responses to this risk. So when this is noted, I also would like to look at the institutional arrangements that enable or constrain adaptation in the study area. Yes, I think that in the process, in the research backed by the ASSAR projects and some of the methodologies that are being introduced are really appropriate because I will need to first of all identify the relevant stakeholders. There's going to be focus group discussions as a method through key informants, interviews. This issue arrangements, the institutions that are involved in adaptation responses, identified, engaged in the process. So even though the ASSAR project had already done a diagnostic study, original diagnostic study, I think that the first phase of my research will also have to do a little bit of a diagnosis study as part of the investigation to map out stakeholders, the issues of adaptation, vulnerability patterns, responses, that is the current responses that these smallholder farmers put in place, as well as the institutions. And then when all these are collated, there will be focus group discussions to discuss the outcomes. And then also I intend to provide some sort of capacity building in terms of the selection of adaptation options. And I'm really looking at the analytical hierarchy appraisal methodology that we receive training on in Cape Town, so that the farmers as well as the government officials at the local level would be able to assess adaptation options and choose those that are very relevant for particular communities that will help them adapt efficiently. my project, for instance, I have 2 years barely to work, and I think that the first phase has to identify the issues, current patterns of responses, vulnerabilities among different social groups. When I get that, and then, like I said, I think that there is the need for experimentation that will deal with trying to investigate these current responses and propose adaptation options. That I will divide these communities into 2. Already there are communities that have access to some adaptation strategies and others that are not. There are CCAF communities in the area that have access to adaptation training and others. So I intend to get this, go to the communities, analyze these strategies, and then when I document these strategies with the training that I have received, I intend to engage these smallholder farmers to really help them to implement these proposed adaptations. Then at the end of it, I'm going to evaluate their performance as against communities that are not exposed to be able to assess the impact of the strategies that have been reorganized and used by the selected communities. In one way, it's going to help assess the existing adaptation options maybe implemented by CCAF and other non-governmental organizations that are working in these communities. And then at the end of it, it's going to tell whether these options have really impacted on the vulnerabilities of these smallholder farmers. Yeah, last week's workshop on TSP, the transformative scenario planning, and the RIU, the research into use, was I think is beneficial to me because I need to combine these 2 methodologies in addition to the analytical hierarchy appraiser, and it has given, even if the main TSP is not going to be used by me as an individual in the research until maybe the phase where the ASSAR as a group will have to implement it. I think that it's giving me skills to be able to engage farmers, various groups of farmers, as well as the identify stakeholders in terms of the governance structures and the NGOs that will be involved in these farmers. So it was an opportunity to acquire some skills of engagement and in terms of research with real subjects. I think it was beneficial, and it will go a long way to help my work. And with the TSP, I think also the creation of stories, identifying issues, creating of stories, you realize that various, for instance, even identifying variables, you realize that non-directional variables, once you are able to identify non-directional variables, you can easily investigate them properly, and you can create very good stories that will impact the research.